Breaking news.
1. In the 6th edition of a major report on the state of the climate, scientists from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change alarm that without immediate action, after 2030 the world will approach a climate catastrophe. The research paper, which summarizes 6 studies from 2018 to 2022, states that it has become extremely difficult to maintain the limit of planetary warming at a level of 1.5 degrees Celsius as a result of growing global gas emissions. It might be surpassed after 2030. Extreme events that harm both humans and the environment have been listed, and it was stressed that those who are least impacted are those who are most responsible for change. Governments, decision-makers, and financial institutions must adopt more ambitious actions to cut emissions in half by 2030 and altogether by 2050, according to the experts. Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations, referred to the report as a guide to the survival of humanity. 2. ChatGPT, not knowing the answers to some questions, makes them up, what has been called his hallucinations. When questioned about the series, for instance, he made up the story of one of them, giving several different versions, until ultimately admitting that the show was developed in 2022, and that he had information from the internet up to 2021. His responses were labeled as mistakes and inaccuracies. The GPT-4 version, which scored in the 90th percentile on the American bar exam, will address the issue of hallucinations. ChatGPT reached the 10th percentile. 3. Finland's President Sauli Niinisto signed the unanimous decision of the parliament to join NATO. I have just approved the laws adopted by Parliament regarding Finland's membership in NATO. Finland is ready to join the Defence Alliance, Finnish President Sauli Niinisto tweeted. Now everything depends only on Hungary, because Turkey announced its consent. 4. World Athletics, formerly the International Association of Athletics Federations, the world's largest sports organization, has banned transgender people from international women's competitions. In order to protect the category of women, those who had gone through male puberty were excluded. Previously, testosterone was required to be reduced to 5 nanomoles per liter of blood for a year. 5. Australian scientists have developed a technology to control devices with thoughts thanks to sensors located at the back of the head. White, flashing squares are seen by the user on a head-worn augmented reality lens. Biosensors track the cortex's brainwaves to determine which one a person has been concentrating on. The operator can select one of the 9 commands given to the squares in 2 seconds. Outside of the lab, it functions hands-free and voice-free and is resistant to temperature fluctuations, moisture, or dust. In actual use, 94% of the time, troops controlled the 4-legged Ghost Robotics robot with their thoughts. 6. Tiffany Thomas, Minnesota's first transgender lawyer, has been selected Woman of the Year by USA Today. She received the title along with Michelle Obama, actress Goldie Hawn, and NASA astronaut Colonel Nicole Mann. Although she is 46 years old and only started cycling 5 years ago, transsexual Tiffany Thomas, who was racing in the New York women's race at the time, dominated the field and won. Her opponents are 24 to 32-year-olds. 7. Up to 3.5 million people opposed the pension change in France, where riots are currently in progress. According to the authorities, over 1 million people protested in about 200 cities, and according to the organizers, around 800,000 people protested in the capital alone, and over 3.5 million people across the country. The attendance is record-breaking. Transport, energy, and schools are paralyzed, among others long delays at Paris CDG Airport, burning barricades blocked the highway near Toulouse, and trains were blocked on the platform in Nice by throwing an effigy of Macron onto the tracks. Thank you for your attention. See you tomorrow. Bye.